See you. Happy Cruiseday Tuesday, everybody. So good to see everyone out here on the comments. Let's do some welcoming in for a little bit.
Okay.
I know we always run out of time, but I'm going to try to keep it to like, oh man. All right. Bear with me. I'm sorry.
Technical commercials.
So I got my chat up on my other screen. So anyway, let me get back here. I'll get back to right on the hour. Who is on the hour that I can see? It is. Hold on. Bear with me. Bear with me. All the pre-gaming. There. Timothy Walters is saying hello to Griswold Family Vacay and Danny at Griswold and Timothy. Hi, you guys. Good to see you. Okay, now I know how to say these guys. They're Q's Cruisers because they live in Syracuse. So hi Syracuse Cruisers.
We'll get it at some point.
Hi Q's Cruisers, Shoot. Good to see you. Carla, so great to see you here. Happy Cruiseday Tuesday. Woohoo! Wanda, Chiquita, Bonita, Byram. Good to see you, my friend. Oh my gosh. She's saying hi to you.
Hello.
There's Pam S. Hi, Pam S. Thank you so much for being here. And Timothy Walters again. Nikita Shimon. Or Shimon. I think it's Shimon. You are looking great, you two. You are looking great, Nikita. What's that called? Kieran? It's something when you give a compliment back. It's called doing something.
Kismet. I have no idea.
Patty. Hello, Patty McFallmunk. Jeffrey's Cruises. There's our friend from Oregon. Not Oregon. It's Oregon. I am learning these things. Crazy Cat Traveler. She is from way up in Washington. She's by Seattle, I believe. Tell the Lolita Loca folks to clear the way. No, they are good to go. They're doing their after show, I think. Oh, Nick B, first time to the live. Hello. Nick B. So welcome. Marilyn, sweet Marilyn.
Hi, Marilyn.
There's Mary Ellen Dillon and Raven Hamilton. Hello from Milwaukee.
Ooh.
I watched your cabin crawl to help with the cruise blues.
You're not that far away, Raven.
I have purple.
We have purple
syringes. I need to use these up. So
I don't know about tonight.
I don't know. I'm not going to use them all, but I have to use these up. They're just kind of sitting there waiting for a good reason to be used. Here's EXC 611. Hello from Western New York, Allegheny, New York, to all our cruiser and nautical nurse Nancy. First time on the live. Hello, EXC 611. This is Sam and our daughter, our middle
favorite wiener dog.
Yes. And one of our favorite Hannahs ever. This is our daughter Hannah. Alma, my dear nursing friend. Hey, Alma. Oh my gosh, the chat jumped like crazy. Hello, Alma and Tara Kelly. Alma, much love to you and Ronnie. Alma is one of my nursing buddies, so I just have to say woo to my Alma with Life is Good Today. And Tara Kelly, thank you so much. Tara Kelly says, Nautical Nurse Nancy loved your Cancun vlogs. Did you guys see I changed my little screen thing to have purple on there? So there's my chat friend, Anthony Simone. Uh-oh. Anthony is trying to get the dog to look at the screen. Oh, Anthony Simone. Hello. Good to see you. Kevin Brubaker. Hey, much love to that little baby of yours. Oh, I know you got a little one. A whole household. There's Gina Bird. Hi, Gina. And let's see, we got a couple more friends here. Oh, Mary Ellen Dillon. Hello, Mary Ellen. And Marty. I think I said hi to Josh. If I didn't, hi, Josh. Always on the move. I hope this setup works when I move. Yeah. Hey, it's good to have you, baby. And the doggy. You just want more treats. He loves his treats. Hey, there's Heather Bonderer. Hi, Heather. And Larry, Pump Travelers. Much love to you, Larry and Ananda. Ananda, I think is her. Thanks for stopping by, Hannah. Raven Hamilton. Hey, Raven. Oh, and my sweet Sherry, Awesome Sunsets Travel. Hey, Miss Nancy, I am ninja watching while working. Sherry is a very, very hard worker. If you guys are looking for a good travel agent, just shout out to Sherry. We have Sharon from Sharon at Sea. So, but we actually are using Sherry for Lana Zingano's group cruise. So if you guys are looking for somebody, a travel agent that is very sweet and hardworking, and she's a travel agent. She's been a travel agent for years. Go check out Sherry Awesome Sunsets Travel. She has a YouTube channel, and she does live streams on Saturday afternoons. When is your live stream? I think it's 2 p.m. on Eastern Standard Time. Type that in the chat if you can, Sherry. What time is your live stream? Blaine, if you could pull up Sherry's, if you have time to pull up her channel, that'd be awesome. Throw her some love. There's Daniel Fields. Daniel and Nancy Fields. They're our friends in California. I can't wait to meet them in Vegas. They're also called Dancy together. I don't know. It doesn't work for us. We would just be Nancy or a Nancy or something. Anthy. What do you guys think? Anthy?
A Nancy.
Anthy. I don't think I want to do that. Oh, there's Nikita D. Hi, Nikita. So we have a couple Nikita. Nancini. Oh, well, we could be Nancini. Fred Miner. Awesome. Thank you for coming out. Slinky. So good to see you, dear Slinky, Engel King, and Firestorm. Greetings to both of you. Mods over at Lalita Loca. Much love to you. And Larry saying hi to everybody. There's Wanda. Oh, Kimberly Ryan. Oh, it changed. It jumped on me. It jumped on me. There's Kimberly Ryan. Kimberly Ryan from Midlife Crazy. Her and Brad do Midlife Crazy. Really fun live stream. If you get to check their live stream out, they're on Sunday evenings at 6:30 Eastern, I believe. See the World with Chris. Hey, you guys. Chris and Laura were our friends that we got to meet in Cancun. So if you are following our vlogs at all, they totally were responsible for us getting there. And we
Chris, we got to figure out how to connect at some point.
Oh my gosh. Our friend John is talking to me all about the super chats that I'm missing. Oh, thank you, John. Maybe I should keep my blinging thinging out there. All right, you guys, let me work toward it. I don't think that you can. Yeah. Oh, there is. Oh, here, John from the Ship Show said, here's to Frozen Snake Food Fund. No, you got to click on it down below.
Okay.
Wait, there's a writing with Larry. John, hang on a second. I'm so sorry. I missed your chat. Oh, and Timothy Walters. That's blasted chat jumping. Well, John, I got your here's to the Frozen Snake Food Fund. Oh, man. Thank you so much, John. And then writing with Larry. You look pretty comfortable tonight. Cheers. I got my vodka water, my strawberry lemonade water. You guys, thank you so much for supporting the channel. I will totally work on repaying it into the channel. Pass on the love. You know, I'm all about that. And, Timothy Walters. Hello, Nancy. Your Cancun vlog is wonderful. I'm sorry. I'm having trouble because I think I think it jumped too much. There's that one. There. Timothy Walters. Thank you, John, for the heads up from the Ship Show. I got to pay more attention to my super chats. All right. And I'm getting there. There's my writing with Larry. And there I see Sharon at Sea is here. But wait, there's also Edwin Olin. Liz Thomas put in hello, Nautical Nurse Nancy and family. And Edwin Olin said, thinking of going to Cancun on August 23rd for a week from New Jersey. Is it safe?
Yes.
We felt very, very safe. They did distancing. Well, our flight over is, I think, the trickiest part of it. It matters what airline you do.
Yep.
I know a lot of the airlines are not doing social distancing, but Delta was doing social distancing or like distancing, like they have the middle seat open until the middle, I think it's till through October, I believe. I could be wrong, but I believe that's when Delta is, and as well as Southwest Airlines. They're doing that through October. So when we were there, we felt completely safe. I think the hardest part for me was getting past all the sales, people at the airport in an area that looked like it was informational, but it wasn't, which is fine. That is, somebody put up in my blog that put a comment that that's their job. And it is their job to solicit and get people to listen to their spiel. But if you don't want to listen to a spiel, you actually go right past them, even though they're indoors, and you have to go outside and around the corner and outside. And that's where all your shuttles and your taxi drivers and you can get transportation out there if you don't have rental cars. Like if you want to get a rental car, it's all on the inside. Right. But yeah, that was my trickiest part of going past all of those vendors. They were very aggressive. I mean, like so much so that like Anthony was getting kind of drawn into them.
The problem is they're too aggressive. It's not bad about doing your job.
I don't mind them selling.
But they got rude when we started.
Yes. They were like, "Hey, don't you want to know where you're going?" And they like treat you like you don't know what you're doing when you don't. But you're like looking for information, and they're like, "Oh, I think I just bobbled the camera. Sorry about that." But they get like personal. They get too personal, and that's where you just have to walk by them. That was the only time that I got upset, but I never felt like scared at all. We just wanted to get the connection to our shuttle. Once we got our connection to our shuttle, they cleaned everything. They cleaned our suitcases and luggage. They made sure we did hand cleanser going into the shuttle. We had to wear masks going in the shuttle. They cleaned our feet. They took our temperatures going into the shuttle. Then at the resort, they took our temperatures again. So I think they're doing as much as they can to keep you safe, right? Mm-hmm. There's our good friends, Dave and Brandy's, just keeping on with a little bit of the hellos, and the ship show, John and Kelly, and Doodles. So good to see. So good to see everybody, and I'm so sorry if I ever Nancy. If I ever miss somebody, I don't mean to miss anybody out here. I really, really appreciate you guys being here, and here we got Nancy from Karen Griswold. There's Jeremy Swingle. So good to see everybody. Hey, and Whitney Castillo. She's always such a great supporter of our channel. Nice to see you. And Joyce and Mike Harderer. Check out their channel too. Joyce and Mike Harderer have a channel called Loco Nuts. So I always like to spread the wealth. And Anthony Simone, I already said hi. Yes, and our good friends Dave and Brandy's excursions. We kind of we're alternating our live stream times, and then we got bumped back, and the timing didn't quite work. But if you want to get back to alternating, Dave and Brandy, I'm open. I know that I don't want to keep you guys up too late. Sorry for everybody on the east side how late it is. But we only go for an hour. That we're trying to limit our live stream timing to an hour. So thanks so much for being here. Hi, Bill.
Bill, you're not too late.
Bill, not late at all.
No, just getting started.
How do you think you say his last name? Boingo? Boingo? I like it. I think it's like Bungo. It's a fun last name.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's our very wonderful Sharon and Jamie and Matthew. Sharon at Sea Travel. Happy first day of school, Matthew.
Oh, first day of school.
Remote learning for I think that it's on a little bit and then remote learning. Our Eddie, our youngest in college, is doing that. He's having most of his classes remote. I think that the teachers have ramped up to do remote better, and that now, and then he goes in for like a day of classes. So that's how they're working on that one. There's Cindy McDaniels. Okay, I think that I now it's 1:15, so I gotta stop. The video is buffering. Is the video? Is the video still buffering? You guys got to tell me if the video is still buffering. Let me just see how it's looking out here. Let me try to turn this off and see. Yeah. Oh, I think that I can see myself okay. I think I see myself okay just fine. Thank you so much, Blaine, for throwing in the in the links. And sorry about the buffering video. Oh, Dave and Brandy says it's okay, no buffering here. And Wanda says it's looking okay as well. Good. All right. Good to know that we're okay.
We had to put a new router in on Sunday. So
yes, he did a lot of work with that.
There's a potential for us to have some issues, but I did try and get everything. I think it's faster, actually.
Anthony works with IT, so he's working with IT all the time. There's my other mod squad, D&G Explorers. Hey, Derek and Gregory. Thanks for coming.
Kristen is new.
And Todd Blount and Christian Henry. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. So I thought that I would just talk a little bit tonight. There's Lucy from MGM. Hello. Okay. Sorry. So we just got our setup a little bit different.
She loves her peeps.
I love all of you. Thank you so much for coming. And this family is, we were just talking about it not long ago about how you can have differing political stances and religious stances, but when it comes to this cruise community, we can all come together and show respect and love for each other and support the other creators. And I just love that about this community, that it is very supportive, and we just all want to hang out and have fun together, right? Yes. Isn't that what this is all about? And it's just, we're trying to cope right now because we're not able to cruise, and it is very hard for us not to cruise. So we are filling it in with some other vacations, but cruising is really we got so hooked. We got hooked on cruising, and we're basically pretty new to cruising. We started cruising in 2016. Right. And I thought that we would be as hooked on it as we have gotten. It's just gotten to be amazingly, amazingly hooked. So, so we did do a Cancun vacation. Yes. And we wanted to talk a little bit. I had a couple of stories that I wanted to talk about with the Cancun vacation here. So just real quick, Pam S. Says, Nancy and Anthony, you are both awesome, and I love your energy, Nancy. Thank you, Pam. Love your energy. Sorry, I got to stop doing that. But that is fun. Pam, you are such a good supporter. Really, really appreciate your support out there, too. So, Kevin's throwing down some smack about Brewers beating the Sox, so we can't agree on that.
I have not followed.
Oh, my goodness. Sports is so hard for me to follow because of the electronic people and the fake cheering. It just, it saddens me. This world is upside down, a little upside down right now, and I just want us to get back right side up. I just can't wait to get through all of this, right? So until then, we're just trying so hard to just kind of get through and keep on loving this cruise community and loving each other in the world. Love everybody that you show respect for, and anybody that you come in contact with. Every day is a blessing. Every day you are able to wake and take a breath is a blessing. So I truly believe that.
Transition real well into one of your stories now.
Why don't you go for it?
So that's one of the things that we had that took place. You okay if I talk about this?
Yes, yes, I do. Yes, so, I wanted to talk about this. So this is while we were in Cancun.
Yeah, so while we were in Cancun.
This is our second, it was our first day, the first full day that we were there.
Yes. So Nancy had gotten up. She wanted to get up and go and get a chair down by the pool. She wanted to get some choice spots. And there wasn't a lot of people.
Yes, this is a vlog vlog that I already showed, but I thought I was going to talk about it in the vlog, but we never ended up doing it. So you didn't see this.
Content for that.
So I got breakfast without Anthony because he was sleeping in and he needed the rest.
Yep. So
and then I went out and I kind of set up a spot to hang out at the pool, and I didn't like just throw down the towels.
8:30.
I wasn't just chair hogging, and then left. I literally stayed there.
Clips on it. There was all sorts of stuff.
I was in that area. I was just in the pool. I think I was
just
taking a dip in
a little
the
later on, about what was it, about 9:30ish, I got out there. So it was a little later because I needed to sleep in that day. So I got out and I set up, and I'm laying there, and I think about 9:45ish or so, 15 minutes later, this gal comes by and she looks at me, and then she looks at the spot next to her, and then she looks at me, and then she comes over and she says, "Is it okay for you to," something along the lines of, "Was it okay if you just steal my chair and my towels?" And I'm like, "Excuse me? No, I've been here for a bit." She says, "I came down here at just after 9 o'clock. And I put my towels down here just like that, and at this spot. And these were my chairs. This is my spot.
And all the towels look the same because the resort provides these towels.
Them, right.
They were really nice towels.
They were nice
like
towels.
These ivory colored towels, very big, huge beach towels.
Actually, no, it wasn't. It was like 10:30. It was quite later because I had been there for a while.
After that, a while. Yeah.
And
anyway.
So she said, "Well, no, I've been down here, and these are my spots." And I'm like, "Ma'am, you can't be telling the truth because I know different. I've been here. It's, you're just not telling the truth about this." I said, you're probably confused with some other spot. Something else is going on." Anyways, big row, and she kind of decided to take the chairs right next to us. And so I shared the issue with Nancy.
So he's like, when I came back from being in the pool,
right?
He's like, when I was out with Penelope, my flamingo, that I like, my little.
She said that she had done it at 9:15, and I'm like, there's just no way that had.
I had definitely been out there at like 9 o'clock, and actually I had been out there from the time that the guy was putting up the umbrellas. I specifically asked the gentleman that was putting up the umbrellas to help me put this one up. And the umbrella was the issue for her. We found out later. Yep. So then we got to talking. So I listened to Anthony, and I knew he was frustrated, and he was like, "This lady's lying," and she's sitting right there. And so he's trying to be quiet, but like, tell me what the issue was. And something happened where she was very convinced. Anyway, I was like, well, let's see. I kind of said, well, let's see if we can get her an umbrella. And I kind of initially did it to be like well, this'll be in your face. So, okay, you're seeing my ugly part out here. But like, I had that spot. Like, I had set up with my floaties and we had been there. I mean, it's so
but it wasn't
stupid.
About in your face. I mean, you were.
No, I was kind of going to be like, well, we'll one up her by like being nice to her. Like, we'll show her generosity. The moon looks like a pumpkin right now, Hannah said.
Seriously.
So, so we were going to do that. So Nancy went over and she talked to the individual that's dealing with the umbrellas. And they actually had a free stand there, freestanding umbrella. And so we went over, talked to them, got it, and had them come and set it up for her.
I knew that they did have the freestanding umbrellas because Chris and Laura had told us about them, and I actually saw one. Yeah, saw one, and so Yep.
So while we're doing this, and she's trying to figure out, get this coordinated. So I forget what actually happened after that point, but you had brought it over to her, and then. There was an apology that took place, right? Little drama going on.
I know my Hannah wants us to look at the moon.
But so little drama that's taking place here, but
no,
the drama that was taking place
over at the chair was Then we just we got to talking, and she insisted that she still was right and that she had put down her things, but I was like, well, whatever. She really wanted an umbrella, and it all worked out really. It really actually worked out really well because we got to talking more with her, And she was a delightful person.
She's an awesome person.
She really was nice.
Was.
So I don't think she was lying. I think she was misunderstood, and she didn't understand.
That was probably my misunderstanding of it too.
I don't know.
But I know for a fact we were in that spot. So
we got to know her name. She talked to us about all this stuff that she was having to deal with. She was dealing with a
lost passport.
Yes. Her fiance had to go to the consulate to get his because he had lost his passport. Yep. He had to go to the consulate to get his passport. So
she's dealing with a bunch of stuff too going on. But she's just wonderful people.
So
really
just
wonderful.
To show you in retrospect that if you reach out to people and try to negotiate in kindness, and we weren't trying to be all in your face, but at first I was kind of like, well, we can resolve this conflict. I think if that's, or for sure I can give up my spot. Yes, I can find you an umbrella. I think I saw. We just made our screen go small. I think I saw Papa Mozo pop on here too. There's Shawana Creative Circle.
I wasn't saying hi to people. I was going to the comments.
I know, but I wanted to say hi to Papa Mozo because Papa Mozo, we are definitely praying for you because he needs prayer right now. Everybody, please take a moment and just pray and think of Papa Mozo. Good vibes. I know that he's having some health concerns. So please, please, please. What I know is that I don't know specifics, but please send some good vibes and some prayer for Papa Mozo right now. Anyway, I just want to make sure I'm giving Papa Mozo a shout out. But yes, the deal is that if you can try to negotiate, actually, I was going to give up our spot because a spot isn't worth an altercation. It really isn't worth, oh my goodness, it really isn't worth anything and getting emotions involved. And what ended up being is that we had friends that we made like the whole trip. Yep. We had said hi to them throughout the trip and touched base with them, and it all worked out. So if you are able to bend over the other way and kind of not just give in every time, but if it makes sense to give in and let somebody, be polite and let somebody else go first. Yep. And there is a lot of stress right now in the world today. So it was a wonderful resolution. I couldn't believe that it worked out like that. It worked out so amazingly well that we just couldn't believe that how awesome it worked out. And we got to know her name and her fiance's name that we got to meet later. And then we touched base with them the entire time. I was going to say the entire cruise. Land cruise. Yes. Absolutely. That's right. Kill him with kindness, knick-knack. In your face. We're going to show you. But that's just the best way to be is if you're able to tone back your own selfish, feelings and to show them love, how big of volumes does that speak? That speaks huge volumes. There's Michelle and Jay Bowen. Hey, good to see you. Oh man, yes.
Good night, Papa Mozo.
Yes. Did he say good night?
Yes.
Oh, definitely prayers for Papa Mozo. Definitely thinking and praying for healing for him, and. Yep, that Trevor says, nope, she was crazy.
No.
Hey, Trevor Begackler.
She was
I don't know.
No, she wasn't. She was really.
What happened? She was very determined that her way of thinking was right.
We could not figure out how it happened.
I have no idea.
There was some confusion.
I mean, unless she came out. Like what we were thinking is maybe she came out at 6 a.m, plopped towels down, and then before the umbrella came up.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I was like, I don't know. I sure didn't remove. I wouldn't remove anybody's towels, but sometimes, LOL. Yeah, well, it's good to it's good to pass on the love. I mean, you gotta. I think that what is that old saying that an ounce of, I can't think of it right now.
An ounce of prevention is better than a pound of cure. Is that what you're going for?
No, that's not
the quote.
Early dementia. This is me. I don't think you're talking about me. I think you're talking about the lady, but that is totally me sometimes. Oh my gosh. Jamie Wilhite is my sewing friend. Jamie made us some pillowcases and some wonderful Kleenex covers. And hi, Jamie.
A spoonful of sugar?
Yes, a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. I love that. There you go, Kevin Brubaker. So kill him with kindness. There you go. Oh my gosh. 99 in the chat. That's crazy, you guys. Oh, there's Neil. Guten Abend. Guten Abend. Who got it? It's okay, I know a little Dutch. So I was in Belgium for a year. So I got to learn a little Dutch when I was over there. When people have a bad day, they tend to push it off onto others, says Nick B. And I totally agree. And I have done that myself. I have been caught in the same ugliness. Lines and waiting is not a great thing by me. And sometimes I get a little finicky and get like mad. And it's not even worth it. It's so not worth it. It's not worth losing your temper. Like it really isn't, because you do your inner soul more harm than you do anybody around you by getting upset. That's what I have to say. But you know what? For the super chats, I was going to take a Jell-O shot. I'm not going to take 5 of them, but I'm going to do a Jell-O shot because, yeah, you guys gave me very good reason to do it. Here, Anthony Simone asked if you speak Dutch too.
Nay.
He does, but very little. Do you know? Nice to meet you.
No. I can see. The thing is, I can hear the language.
Aangenaam.
The one thing I do remember is ik snap it.
Mm-hmm.
So
what does that mean?
I get it.
Yes, ik snap it.
Ik snap it.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
but I do. I can hear it.
D&G said Nancy turns green when she gets mad and smashes buildings.
Yeah, no.
Oh man, I get a little ugly. Every one of us has potential for such amazing good and, such destruction. Oh, speaking of which, prayers and thoughts go out for those that were killed in that explosion in Lebanon today.
Yes, in Beirut. Oh my word, that was just.
If you guys
tragic.
don't know about it, just
if you don't know about it, there's a fireworks storage facility that was down by the port in Beirut that had a fire, and the whole thing exploded. They're saying between 10 and 15 blocks away, buildings were literally crushed or leveled. There are hundreds of people there's at least 70 to 80 people who have died. They're still digging people out of the rubble of it.
You guys don't look at it unless you're ready to see mass destruction in an instant.
It's pretty.
It is.
There's
horrific.
A lot of video out there about it.
It's just horrific. Anyway, prayers go out to those people.
Yes,
definitely prayers go out to those people. Anyway, that Jell-O shot was good. Tess Almond. I can't wait to meet you in Vegas. Once and only once I asked an attendant if they could remove some stuff because the people had gone at least 1.5 hours. They never confronted me, luckily, Nautical Nurse Nancy. You know what? There are rules and there are rules, though. And I have actually done that. I have had them flag a bag on the Serenity deck when I wanted one of those lounge sleepers looking out. I had my space. I went out at like 6 in the morning and there was a bag there and I had them flag it. And as it turned out, and I vlogged about it too, like this was way back in the Horizon vlogs, I think. But this was like in our first Horizon series of vlogs. But they flagged the bag, and then I found out that the guy next in the little lounger area next to me had put it there for his friends, and so he took it away. And then we got to talking a little bit. I tried to negotiate and said, that I could leave it, but he was like, my friends aren't coming, so so I'll just take it away. So yeah, sometimes, I mean, there's rules. There's time that you want the rules to be enforced, and that kind of leads us to our next story. Do you remember? Woohoo! Purple Jello shot. Oh, and party on the sea. Hey, party on the sea. I finally made it to Team Nautical Nurse Nancy. So good to see you.
Good to see you.
Oh man, he's always so much fun, and always promoting the channels too. There's Edna's World. Edna just had a new grandbaby born. So you guys check her channel out. Little oh, I'm blanking. Can Edna put the name of your new granddaughter? Such a doll. Oh my word, just perfect little sweetie. She showed that
little ones are so funny because they're just little people. Oh
man, they're just my goodness. She came out just so beautiful. I mean, their
personality comes out so quick.
Daniel Donnelly is here, my truck driver friend. Hi, Daniel. Good to see you. Absolutely wonderful to see you. Here, Karen Griswold said, it only takes, it just goes to show you that it only takes a second to turn your whole world upside down, right? Be kind and love one another. Yeah. And your spirit, it grows from that. You get self-respect, you get empowered from passing on that love. I'm telling you that is so true. If you can give of yourself, you get more than you give when you're giving to others. So that is really a message I'd like to share and keep sharing out there. But going back to the time that is the time to enforce the rules is there was, when we were in Cancun, and I kind of talk about this in one of my vlogs coming up, but there is a time where the rules do need to be enforced, and there's a reason for rules. So you want to talk about that?
We can, or we can talk about that later after that comes out. You want to do that?
No, I'll talk about it now. I brought it up.
So the issue is that as you go out to the pool, there's a list of rules.
Yes, Drew. I'm sorry. The chat jumped, but the name of the little baby of I'm sorry, Drew. Edna's little perfect granddaughter, just sweet little perfect granddaughter's name is Drew. What a sweet name. I love that name. Yes, that's her name. Sorry.
So there's this list, and it's all over the place. They have a number of these signs with all the different rules with regards to the pool and what you can't do. And what was interesting, we read through them, and early on we were reading through them because they were interesting, because they talk about the fact that you're not allowed to have tape cassette or CD players down by the pool playing music.
Well, and they give the pool rules, your regular pool rules, no roughhousing.
But this is one of the rules that was there, and it was interesting.
And the pool, it closes at 8 p.m., which is early, I think.
Early,
so we were just kind of skimming through all the rules.
Well, and there was this group of people that were together that were, enjoying themselves. And the first time we encountered them, they were up in the top pool, which is the infinity pool. And they were up at the upper pool, and they were having a party, and they had their boom box out there, and they were dancing to it. And I actually kind of thought it was kind of cool. It was kind of fun.
They were definitely having fun.
They were having fun.
Grooving out to the music.
But it was supposed to be.
Definitely was a lot of people were enjoying the music there. It was definitely Mexican kind of rock. And they were having a lot of fun.
But we discovered the reason, and it didn't really dawn us until the next, a couple days later.
Yes.
We came across them again, except this time they had decided now at the infinity pool, there is no bar that's directly there, but down in the lower pool, there is a bar that you can swim up to.
There's a swim-up bar.
There's a swim-up bar.
And they did really good at social distancing with that. I think, not every time, there were some people that were getting close to others. But, for the most part, people could sit in a spaced out.
So they had brought their music box down to that. Now, the problem with that is that there's the entertainment. There's a DJ that's down there that's playing music. And it was really good music. We were enjoying it. We were dancing to it. We were having
and
fun.
they're like hired. That's their job.
Yep.
As their DJ plays music throughout the middle of the day.
Right.
I think they start at
About 10
10 o'clock in the morning. They start with the music, and then they go until about 5 in the evening, and they DJ, and they're playing tunes, and they will sometimes really play selections, and there's a mix of Latin and like Mexican music, and and then there's a mix of like more your American kind of pop music.
Right. It was good. It was fun. So, they did a good job. But anyways,
Sydney, good to see you, Sydney.
this group decided to bring their boombox down there, and they were literally competing.
They were both playing at the same time
and trying to match volume, and it was just horrendous as to what was going on. And that's the reason for this is for that rule that was there. So we started to talk to some people. We talked to the DJ first, and said they would do something. Nothing happened. We talked to some of the waiters that were doing it. That's not their job, but nothing really happened. We talked to some of the people who were down there, and nothing really happened.
Cruiseday Susan says to have a shot for her.
Oh, okay. So you go ahead while I finish this out. So we were kind of going through and just trying to talk to people, trying to find out, because it was really disrupting. You couldn't hear really either set of music really well. And it was really kind of destroying the atmosphere that was going on.
It really was. It was like too many. It was like having a party by a party and competing.
Right.
And that's, that was nuts.
So eventually we had to bring it up we brought it up to the front desk, and the assistant manager happened to be there, and I waited in line. I was dripping wet in their lobby, and I didn't mind because, I'm waiting for that, seeing if I could get a little extra service for that.
Well, we brought it up to the DJ and the bartender, and nobody really
nobody had done anything.
Nobody really did anything.
So I went and talked.
And it was kind of like it was affecting the atmosphere. It's kind of like, well, this is kind of stinky. Like, why are these people doing this? If you want to do that, go down by the beach and have your own party down by the beach. This is just rude.
Yep.
It's rude to everybody else. Right. It was just rude.
So the assistant manager, she heard what I had to say, and then she asked.
We couldn't kill him with kindness. That wouldn't work. I don't know.
No, it was a large group. Anyways, we in that particular case, I just went and I just asked the assistant manager if this is something that was going to be okay. And she said, well, is it personally bothering you? And I said, well, yes, kind of, but that's not really my question. That's not really my point. I said, the point is...
He had a good way of thinking about this.
I said, the point is that you have a list of rules by the pool. Mm-hmm. If I don't have to follow this rule, what other rules on that list do we not have to follow as guests in the hotel? Mm-hmm. And she got the point immediately. She's like, oh, I get it. And so then she just made a call on the radio. And by the time I got back, it had gotten turned off. So, so sometimes you have to be really to the point and just say, hey, there's a reason for the rule. And then once that got turned off, the atmosphere kind of returned back and everything kind of went well. And actually, I saw that group and they were dancing to some of the music and actually making requests and engaging with the rest of the people that were around there. So I think it was overall a positive thing. It wasn't a negative thing. We weren't trying to get them in trouble. We were just trying to find out which rules need to be enforced or not.
Yeah. Yep. And I think it was good to, I think in the end it was good to do, because I felt like we were advocating for the people who might not be speaking up, might not want to we don't want to stir the pot. But we do want to have people like the space, respected. Right. So,
and it's not my job to enforce the rules. It's not my job to go down and talk to them about it.
No, I don't want to get it.
But it is. I just wanted to raise the question,
right?
I just wanted to raise a question with the people who are in charge as to which rules needed to be followed and which ones didn't, because I think it's a valid point, right? So sometimes that has to, be it.
Yeah,
that's probably.
if there says you can't mix music like that, it just doesn't work. And I thought it was very odd that they did bring their boombox around with them, but they weren't always playing music. So it was kind of okay, they kind of understood. I think they understood.
Yeah, I think they.
Somewhat.
Like I said, I saw them.
They were trying to have a fun time.
Right.
I mean, it was their vacation too.
Right.
And you have to.
But they got
that,
engaged with the DJ, and I actually saw them coming up and giving requests, and a lot of their songs were good requests.
Yes, and that's fine. They can give requests because that's. And then they can, go up, rip,
right.
they
want to get everybody else involved
music
too. Yeah.
And, not that we know all of it, but learned a lot of music actually too. So that was fun. A lot of fun Latin tunes and beat and stuff. So Whitney
how many
says,
of the popular Mexican
no
tunes even today are still polkas?
Yeah,
that's what I find that interesting.
Trevor, I'm not doing any shoeys tonight. That's only for Edna. Yeah. That's only for Edna and Mister. Or a fundraiser. It has to be some type of good fundraiser. Palpate RN and Palpatal RN is here. Nice to see you. No, that's not good, they say. Yeah. So those are a couple of our experiences, but a
couple of the more difficult ones, the ones that you don't necessarily want to put out there.
Slinky Angle King says, hey, Nautical Nurse Nancy, rule you gotta follow. Avoid the coconut throwing palm trees. LOL. So I posted on my Facebook page. If you guys aren't part of my Facebook page, you feel free to join my Facebook page. I wish I was out there more, but I do post, on the vlogs, and we have some fun little pictures that we post. And I posted some pictures that we took. There was a sign that was to avoid standing by underneath the palm trees, and it literally looked like these coconuts were like missiles coming after these people that were running away. It was hilarious. So yes, that was a rule to follow. Avoid those coconut throwing palm trees. They're crazy. Oh man. All right. Let's see who else is here. Let's see. Tess Almond says, Nautical Nurse Nancy, rules aren't enforced when people are spending money. That might have been the case. Not a good reason, but a reason. It might have been. But
it was all everything included, so there's really no money that's being spent.
I mean, unless they were like tipping the bartender. I don't know. Right. I mean, I think that the staff are just happy to see them having a good time, but you have to having two music playing at the same time doesn't work that well. So they really had a lot of fun activities, options to be able to safely partake of. So wait a second. I just want to say, important rule, don't cook bacon naked. Thank you, Wanda. Yes. Good rule.
Is that the one?
Although I'll tell you, yes, that's the one, but it wasn't in Chinese. You can show it though.
Yeah.
You can show it.
We can put it.
Show it. Yeah. See if it shows up.
I don't know if it'll show up.
No, well, it doesn't really show up.
There it goes.
Yeah, kind of, sort of. But it was literally the palm tree. The people are getting pelted by these palm tree and by the coconuts. But you could cook coconut. You could cook bacon naked if you use the what is the grill that we use, baby? The George Foreman grill. It's a way it works. Not that I know from experience or anything, but oh man, I got my Anthony leaving me here. Dave and Brandy is still here. Good point, she says, cruising for food. Good point, but how would you know that? Oh, you guys, you're just great. Tess Almond says, Nautical Nurse Nancy, if I break a rule in Vegas, please don't turn me in. I would not. I think that I am okay with breaking a few rules as long as I'm not going to get thrown off a ship. There was a pool. There was a pool that we jumped into once upon a time that I don't think that we were supposed to jump into with your full, elegant night garb on. But Trevor Bagakler always says, always cool bacon naked. Lordy.
So my rule of thumb is that if the rule that's being broken benefits the group, then a group beyond yourself and those around you, then that's not a bad thing. But if the rule is not being enforced and it impacts the rest of the group, then it should be enforced.
There is a time when rules don't make any sense.
Right.
Like for the hair policy, we were kind of talking about this on a Marco Polo conversation. Like why like unnatural hair color should be in a professional kind of policy where it's outdated and like people can't have tattoos within reason. Why that should be like, why do you have to cover tattoos? And like nowadays, tattoos are pretty popular, and
it can be cool.
I like my purple streak, and I had a good reason to put it in. So
I have a breaking news announcement. So Papa Mozo just asked me to just remind everybody that he's going to be getting back to his daily vlogs as soon as he's feeling better, and much appreciated.
Awesome. Okay.
So just letting everybody know that.
Much love to you, Papa Mozo. Papa Mozo, we just really appreciate you being part of the community. Appreciate your positivity. If you guys don't know, this is my daughter, our eldest daughter, Naomi, and the one that's not mad at me for not looking at the moon. Poor Hannah. She wanted us so badly to look at the orange moon, and we were in the middle of our live stream, so hopefully she'll understand. She will. But this is Naomi. Naomi, you just got back from an amazing trip. So tell us a little bit about where you went.
So I went on a 3-week trip out west. My best friend invited me just to go. He said that he would help pay for a lot of it. So that was kind of, as long as he had a car to use. So we got to use the family's car, and took it out all the way down we went to Yellowstone. We went to Black Hills. We went to Portland, Oregon. And then we went
Oregon.
And then we went down through California. We got to see the redwoods, got to see sequoias. We went through Utah, and then went over to Colorado and met up with my uncle, and then got to go to some really nice hot springs there.
So she made the whole gamut, around to from Oregon to California and up, and
a little bit
even got to see Las Vegas. She got some footage of New York.
Yep.
They got to stay at the Luxor.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
except what, that whoever, I think it's Sharon had said there was some talk about the Titanic exhibit.
It's not open.
It is closed.
Yeah.
And the bars are highly closed too, but you can bring in your own beverages, huh?
Yep. But you do have to be careful. Just one thing is that they have a really strict mask policy there. So you have to be wearing masks. So just keep that in mind.
We're planning on wearing
even for
masks
people
too.
who have conditions, like respiratory conditions, they have they provide the face shields.
Oh yeah. So Naomi kind of was feeling extremely hot. She went to Death Valley and you didn't camp in Death Valley.
No.
But they went
That's why
through Death Valley when it was like a heat wave in 110.
It was 120.
Ugh.
Yeah,
it's craziness.
Enough to boil eggs.
My goodness. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. And then we went over to Vegas, and it was gorgeous and really fun. And enjoyed the
So she got to see Las Vegas recently, more than sooner than I got to.
Yeah, and we spent a little bit of money, spent $20, and ended up getting 25 back. So.
Yay! So she's a winner.
So I think you gotta be, once you earn a little bit more than what you put in, you gotta go on to the next machine. Just move on.
Well, I don't know. You know what? Nancy Fields is on here, I believe, and she is the queen of slots. She's had some huge wins. So I'm gonna follow Nancy Fields around. And I understand that she does this little dance and dances all around when she wins. So I don't know, but
it's fun. Yeah. And it's really nice there, and the food is actually really good.
Yes.
So
yeah. So you had an amazing trip. You went tent camping.
Yeah.
Most of the trip, right?
Yep. for at least
crazy.
we only had 5 days of actual staying in an actual bed. So
wow, I bet that felt great. Does it feel good to be home though?
Oh yes, this bed like feels amazing. It feels so good. I like slept like a rock last night.
Yeah, so wonderful to have seen her and that she was safe. And did you feel like did you have to wear masks often?
So I did whenever like we went into the gas stations and stuff. Colton was a little bit like he always wanted to make sure, so and I wanted to respect him and respect other people. So I usually tried to, unless it was too hot, in which case then it gets hard for me to breathe. So and then I would just be like, yeah, I can't. I'll just go quickly in, go quickly out, just for bathrooms and stuff. But otherwise. When we were like camping and stuff.
And you got yourself a face shield, so it was a lot more airflow through that face shield.
Yeah.
So that's one option that you guys can use.
So, but
Anthony Simone says, too hot. Oh, and Tess Almond says, jealous of that trip. Oh, man.
Yeah, it was really fun.
The Luxor might get torn down.
Why?
D&G says that the Luxor might get torn down. Oh, my word. That's no good. Maybe can't get enough... maybe they can't get enough people. Did you like your room was amazing?
Yeah,
though, huh?
Our room was really nice.
Edna said really that she stayed at New York Hotel before. It's so nice. Oh my gosh, I can totally
we got to see it outside.
So
because we went through the main road, so the main stretch. So it was...
now Nancy Field says Vegas is okay but different. Been 3 times since June. Yes. So much is different. I will totally follow you around, Nancy Fields. I will totally follow you around. I'm not going to lose too much money, though, because I'm a cheapskate. I am so much a cheapskate. Even the price of New York is killing me because the resort fee is like $50 a day.
That's more than the Luxor was.
But I mean, it's like maybe like 45. I don't know, but it's a pretty hefty resort fee. So, So it sounds like you had such a nice time. What's your favorite part of the whole trip, would you say?
It's hard to like put a favorite
down. What did you say? Like did you like seeing the sequoias?
Yeah, I really liked the sequoias and seeing like old General Sherman, the big sequoia tree. It was really cool. But honestly, so I ended up going whitewater rafting for free because these people I met up with.
She had some amazing, generous people that she met.
Yeah, they were amazing.
She did.
So,
do you want a Jello shot?
I'm gonna pass. So I'm just not feeling it.
I'm having one more.
I have to be up and drive later tonight.
That's right. She's going to adoration later tonight. Yeah, so at the church. So she's going to go pray. Good for her.
But yeah, so I went. I think my favorite was like I'd been like asking around because when we got to this hot springs up in the mountain and we barely made it there, and it was way up the mountain, out of the way, and it took us forever to get there. It took us almost an hour and a half to get there, and from our campsite that we had camped in. And I had begged the guy like from the campsite before if we could stay there. He let us. And then we almost
didn't have a spot. They were like desperate for a spot.
Yeah, because
I remember them telling me that they were like, "Oh, I don't even know where we're gonna stay, and it's getting late." Yes.
Yeah, and then we got a spot because I asked this guy, and he was like, I got one spot you can use," and I'm like, "Oh, thank you." But so we though as we were going up to this hot springs, we realized it was cash only. We didn't have enough cash on us. We only had like $5 I think total, and we needed like $16 in order to enter. It was like really pathetic amount, but the guy would
nowadays there's not much cash used. Yeah. I mean, like it's weird to use cash. So yes.
But we like I started asking people around, asked 3 other people, got no's. Like they weren't willing to trade anything. We were willing to trade our like dehydrated meals, which are worth $8, or other things. And then I came up to this one family and I was begging them. I was like, "Oh, please, I have yen, I have these dehydrated meals." They're like, "We'll take the yen."
She's like begging for cash. Oh my goodness.
Okay, I was like, "Here, take also some dehydrated meals too, because like you can actually use these and eat these." And they were like, "No, we just want the yen." I was like, "Oh, okay."
So Naomi she also had gone to Japan, so she had
I still had yen left over. So Yeah, and they can exchange that at a bank, so it should be pretty easy to exchange. But I don't think he was going to. Anyway, and so then we were in the hot springs, and they were along with us because they were at the same hour slot that we were. And then they invited us along for the.
Ooh, we're almost done for the hour. You guys, that hour went so quick. All right, we got to sum it up quick. After this story, you guys, we got to go because I want to try to keep this to an hour live. And much love to Blaine. You guys, check out Blaine. Rayleigh Creative Travel.
He's awesome.
Is going live right after this. He's subbing again for a
for him too.
for a RV channel. So everybody check out Blaine at Rayleigh Creative Travel, and thank you. Much love to to Blaine and to D&G Explorers, my big guns. Thank you. Hopefully you guys didn't need to bop anybody out, but thank you for being here and watching the chat. And also much love to Dave and Brandy from Dave and Brandy Excursions and NYC Rocks. They're my mods over on my Facebook channel, and I really appreciate their support and love too. So you guys are all awesome. We're going to finish the story up, and then we're going to send everybody over to Blaine. So
pretty
sum
much,
it up.
We met these people at the hot springs, and then they offered to have us go along with them for tubing, or not tubing, rafting.
Whitewater rafting
down the river. And so we got to go whitewater rafting for pretty much free. Like, we just had to rent some life jackets, but that was it. And in exchange, they got us on a ride, and then we paid for pizza for them afterwards at this really good pizza place in Jackson Hole.
The best pizza in the world
Jackson
is what.
Hole.
Yes. What's the name of it? Do you know?
Just like
not now. We'll
find it out. We're gonna post it on the Facebook page. And thank you so much, you guys, for hanging with us. I'm sorry I didn't get to interact as much as I'd like to, but really appreciate the love. You guys are amazing. Much love to all of you. Just keep on sharing the love with each other, and safe travels, and God bless. Absolutely, to each and every one of you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.